Hi, I'm Marcus Martellacci with Motorcycle Mojo magazine, and today we're taking a look at Suzuki's GSX-S1000F. Also new for this year is the 2016 GSX-F1000, the naked variant of the F model. The two bikes are essentially identical, the only difference being the front fairing that adds about 5 kilograms to the F model. At the heart of this platform is one of Suzuki's best loved motors. It's the 2005 through 2008 Suzuki GSX-R 1000 mil. It's well known for producing lots of torque thanks to its long stroke layout, and in its current configuration it makes 145 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 78.2 foot-pounds of torque at 9,500 RPM. The other major contributor to this new platform is the current generation of GSX-R 1000. In fact, the swing arm on the GSX-S models is bored directly from the GSX-R line. The frame, on the other hand, is all new, and it's actually a little lighter than the GSX-Rs because it doesn't have to wrestle with quite as many horsepower. This combination of proven components and brand new purpose-built components is resulting in a bike that's actually more comfortable and more approachable than most modern sport bikes. And a big part of what makes this 1000cc 145 horsepower sport bike more approachable is the new traction control system. You can access the traction control settings via the left-hand mounted rocker switch, where you'll find 3 modes as well as an option to turn the system off. The bike sensors monitor the throttle position, the selected gear, the crank position, as well as front and rear wheel speed 250 times per second to deliver the best possible traction. Setting 3 was quite intrusive, setting 2 was a good middle ground for getting used to the bike, and setting 1 was really no different than turning it off as far as I could tell, or as far as I was willing to test on public roads. Initial throttle delivery is a little bit snatchy, but after that it's smooth and there's just so much torque and personality through the mid-range. And then once you're on top, it absolutely takes off like you'd expect a sport bike to. The motor is obviously the highlight of this new GSX-S platform, but there are a lot of other aspects that are really positive. Chief amongst those is comfort, thanks to the Renthal Fat Bar. It lets you sit upright, takes the weight off of your hands, makes the whole experience a lot more enjoyable. The added bonus is a ton of leverage when you're making turns, trying to turn into a corner, or just handling at low speed. Of course, that leverage does make it very easy to overcorrect when you're in mid-corner, so best to have a light grip on the bar. Other highlights included the Brembo monoblock calipers and fully adjustable front suspension. Both performed great while I had the bike and have performed well on bikes in Suzuki's lineup in the past. Cornering clearance is excellent thanks to sport pegs that are mounted more like they would be on a sport bike than like on a sport tour. In fact, really, there's not much keeping this bike from being a full-on sport tour. You'd easily strap on some soft luggage and head away for a weekend. You might want a seat that's a little bit softer and perhaps raise the gearing a bit, get rid of some of the buzz that happens right in the sweet spot when you're at 100 kilometers per hour, but that's easily achieved through the aftermarket. In fact, it actually would be quite a bargain if it were both the sport bike and the sport tour at $12,999 for this F model and $12,299 for the naked model. You're getting quite a steal, and a few aftermarket parts, you really end up with 2 bikes, one that could do some track time and one that could take you pretty much anywhere you'd like to go.